Hello everybody, my name is DR.Enforcicle, and welcome back to Penumbra Penum Penumbra Overture, and welcome back to Penumbra Overture, and last episode I got down here, and I found some stuff in like the office area. I got over to like the storage room, I think it was, and so there's like no way to save, I don't think. So I had to go back to like the most recent save, which was like right outside the office, which was before this first encounter. Yeah. So it's gonna take a little bit to go back. Storage room. Okay. Where is it? Okay, here it is. There. Perfect. Okay, now I'm safely in here. I don't know if there's any threats in here, but yeah. Let me just so what's that sound? I'm just gonna read the explosives book, so I learned how to make the explosive. So, Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Chapter 1.3, Black Match Fuse. The black match fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and most reliable fuses used in modern pyrotechnics. It is easy to create, essentially consisting of just string and gunpowder, but be warned, the chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always, due concern is advised. Materials required: string, preferably cotton, black gunpowder, and backstring, which I already have. The string should be coated with a thin layer of backstring, which acts as an adhesive. The string is then carefully rolled in the gunpowder and left to dry for at least a couple of minutes before use. So chapter 2.1, Dynamite. Invented by Alfred Nobel in 1866, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition. It has provided far safer to handle. It has provided far safer to handle than our alternatives, such as pure nitroglycerin, provided, that is, it has been properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite, supposedly made safe by the presence of diatomaceous earth, has a tendency to weep, making an old box of explosive liable to detonate on contact. Materials required: 1 part diatomaceous earth, 3 parts nitroglycerin, and a small amount of sodium carbonate. Text unreadable, and then simply form into short sticks and wrap in paper. Chapter 2.3, TNT. TNT was first discovered in 1863 by German chemist Joseph Wilbrand, but it took some years before it yielded its true potential. This was because of the difficulty of making it explode, and the lesser detonation in comparison to dynamite. The main advantage was discovered by the German Navy, who employed TNT's relative explosive stability in order to cause massive damage to British warships. Their torpedoes could be detonated inside a ship's armor rather than exploding on contact, as did other shells. Chapter 2.6 Armstrong's Mixture. Armstrong's Mixture is included in this book as more of a point of interest than as a viable chemical mix. The formula exists as somewhat of a legend in modern pyrotechnics, referenced by those knowledgeable enough to stay away from it as cis-deathmix. Its incredible volatility makes it unsuitable for almost all potential applications. Materials required: red phosphorus, barium. This mixture can be carefully and slowly mixed to minimize the risk to the chemist. Sulfur can substitute for some or all of the barium to slightly decrease sensitivity. Okay, that's good to know. Old paint cans. What's here? Nope. Oh, I'm running out of battery. Oh, wait, it's a push door, not pull. Okay, I got some batteries, which is nice. Also, another one of these. It was different, but at the same time, like I had more control. But over what? That's different whispering. Huh. Storage crate for transporting ore. There's a lot of backwards, like, whispering in this game. With how much whispering there is in this game, I feel like every episode's gonna end with like the, well, how it normally sounds, not reversed. So, yeah. It's locked. Locked from the... Oh my... Ooh, that's creepy. The lighter wasn't empty, it was... handy thing to... Can you stop breathing? It was a locked door with... This shows some kind of trapdoor. Trapdoor. Box minus ore equals ladder. Through equals opening of trapdoor. Okay. Aha! I'm smart. Okay. Won't budge. Oh, wait. So I can't go in there. Okay, I don't think it's doing anything. Oh, what's this? It's a crude representation of a scorched, writhing spider. So, dead spider equals happy. Either a deranged mind. Bugs equals sad. So, bugs are bad. Bugs are bad. Oh, I can open it. Okay, I guess I was pulling the wrong way. Okay, what's that? Looks as if this basement caved in some years ago. Something tunneled through here recently, though. Christ, what sort of creature makes these markings? Wait. No, not quite right. What am I... Okay, I've got my... what? God, spiders. Okay, oh my god, oh no, oh god. Luckily it's mummified, or else the spell would have been awful. Oh my god. I don't think that's quite how mummification works. Unless I'm wrong. But, oh my god. These are dangerous. Some sort of diary entry. Okay, day 1, I begin to record. I begin this record, still no hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be of scientific value. Despite the chaos which has ensued in the 6 hours previous, my aim is to remain secure until what help there may arrive. And to that end, I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meager food rations here will keep me alive, and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here, and now, 30 years on, fate has struck again. Day 3. I forecasted that day the rescue crews would arrive, but I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location. and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. If they have not arrived by tomorrow, I will go out in search of them. My first mistake was to make assumptions on the matter of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both those assumptions in going outside of my safe haven. My best estimate is that I left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of aid, and I've found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously, it could find no sign of life whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the direction from which I had came, but soon found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home, but I found myself threatened by some species of feral creature, which seems to have made this old mine its home. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat, only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beasts. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in the process, which I believe now is most likely to be a sprain rather than a fracture. For some time I cowered and fled into the dark, but a few hours ago I discovered a door leading into a smaller, disguised part of the mine. The key for which I still have in my pocket. Within that area I discovered the storeroom, and I think it should keep me safe for some time. This place is a maze. My lesson learnt, I will not venture out again, until I am certain the area is safe. Day 19. Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Supplies diminishing. Lots of spiders in this place. I do not like spiders. Day 34. I caught one of the accursed 8-legged beasts nettling in my open mouth when I woke up this morning. In my surprise, I swallowed it. It's not much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genus of arachnid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to any significant degree, but the possibility troubles me all the same. Day 35. Any known venom would have affected me by now, and so today is the first major cause for celebration I've had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, this revelation also means I've discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. I intend to venture into this basement beneath this storeroom in the names of science to discover more about these creatures' natural habitat. For 4 days now, I've been surviving. Day 50. For 4 days now, I have been surviving solely off the quite considerable sustenance provided by the spiders. For some time I was struggling to gather enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Luck smiled upon me once more when the batteries in my torch died, and I made a second life-saving finding the creature's natural habitat is in the dark. With my light now diminished, I need only to lie still for a few minutes, and I have attracted enough of the beasts for a hearty meal. Okay, so this guy has been surviving off spiders. 13% battery. Okay. What's this? Dry, dusty old bags. Okay. The fact they can somehow, like catch a coyote or whatever this is, frightens me. They can kill me. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a canine, and canines can fight back. Which means these spiders can also fight back. And I don't like spiders that can fight back. Why is there a ladder here? Dead end. How's that going to work? Are you... Nope. Are you questioning my stupidity? I mean, it's understandable, but... yeah. It's understandable why you would question my stupidity. That steam could blister flesh from bone in an instant. I know, I've seen it happen. Oh. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, then how am I supposed to... The ladder? There's no way this ladder's down here just for nothing. So, will this ladder be able to do anything? This ladder is doing nothing. How do I... Backstrand... How am I supposed to go past that? Oh my god. Okay, how injured am I? This is as can be expected. More notes. Oh, okay. Day 72. Day 71. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in... Okay, how long is this? Okay. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I am conceded that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach, which if ingested regularly over a period of time may become psychotropic or even lethal. My only real chance to break out of here and raid any stashes of supplies I can find. However, the evidence against such a move is insurmountable. I have no source of life. I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voices outside. Spiders are so tasty. He's addicted. This is why you don't smoke, kids. Day 100. From the marks I've been making on the walls and my scribbled diary entries, which in the dark may amount to an illegible scrawl, today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive, and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is a result of my plundering their ecosystem, I am unsure. However, at this rate of growth, they will soon be too large to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, I could be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all fails and I am never recovered, I hope at least that my study of, and indeed involvement with these fascinating creatures will one day be regarded as an important point in natural history. The greatest names in modern science got there through fluke than talent, and it appears that this new rule has extended itself to my discovery of this delicious new species. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their inventor. What's this? If it weren't for the size of these pieces, I'd say that it looks like eggshells. Those probably are eggshells. I think I'm gonna end the video here. So, yeah. Subscribe if you like the kind of content that I make. Perhaps even like the video, and I do take suggestions for any game you want me to play. And, yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye!